Good morning, end of the year. It's the end of the year. There's no time to make my bed. Gotta go. So like I said, hello, December, end of the year. Just wanted to do like a wrap-up video, not only covering what I've done this month, but also what I've done all year long. Bunch of stuff, but I'm just gonna try and keep it as brief as possible because it's just links. There's just a ton of links down below, compiled everything from this month and the year. So first off, MAGFest, just days away. I'll see you there, MAGFest 2013. You probably saw the promo video that I put up the other day. But yeah, MAGFest going down in Maryland, gonna be awesome. It was awesome last year. This year's gonna be even better. We got 15 something people coming from RetrowareTV, so it's gonna be massive. It's gonna be awesome. Speaking of MAGFest, Derek, the Happy Video Game Nerd, put together a compilation of the MAGFests of days of old something. Anyway, check it out. It's awesome. I'm in it, so it's super awesome. Oh, okay, just kidding, but yeah, I'm in it. Also this month, I was in the second part of the Game Chasers at CGE 2012. Links, just like everything else this month, a little bit, what I got this month, and then the whole year. It's down below, there's a lot, just, it'll blow your mind. Click on that. Show more, it's ridiculous. Also this month, I was in the Videocade Commentaries. This is episode 4. Yeah, episode 4, Captain N, the pilot episode. I love Captain N. It's like wacky as hell, but it's awesome. I still think it's good. It's funny. I like it. Dexter Morrill, if that's how you say your name, sorry, is at it again with another power strip. This one is a Christmas one for all the people on RetrowareTV. Peep it out. It's awesome. I'm like a Where's Waldo in there, and then there's other awesome stuff happening on it. Peep it out. Links. The Video Game Years 1980 Part 3 is out right now. Link-tastic. And I was on RetrowareTV, the podcast, episode 9. It was a send-off to Nintendo Power, which sadly put out their last issue this month. So peep that out too. Have a box of Kleenex nearby. It's a tearjerker, you know. I miss you, Nintendo Power. Wanted to get a podcast out this month. Recorded the first half, me, Andrew, and Bian, if you remember, aka Producer Snafu, from the second episode, like February or whatever, 2011. It was way back, yeah, it's old. And it's me and Ben and Andrew, and we recorded the first half of it, and then technical difficulties didn't record the second half. We had no idea it wasn't recording, but we did the whole thing, and then stopped recording halfway through. So awesome. Second half of it is just me and Ben because unfortunately Andrew got sick in the interim, so he wasn't able to join us for that. But anyway, the topic of the podcast is we want to talk about Minecraft because Ben is so into Minecraft, and it's also, you know, video games. We can talk about it. It's got kind of, you know, it's obviously a 3D game, but it's got like kind of like a retro 8-bit look to the polygons. It's, you know, kind of. And we also talked about sandbox games in general. Sandbox open world games, kind of two different things, but so me and Ben recorded the last of it last night. Stay tuned, it's gonna take forever to edit it. It's probably gonna be another one of those 2.5-hour podcasts, so stay tuned for that. I will post the link in these links down below once I get it up, if I get it done before the end of the month. If I get it done next month, then I'll just put it in next month's update video. Or you can follow me on Twitter. It's Goemon047, Goemon047, and I post updates and that kind of thing there. Speaking of the podcast, I have a New Year's resolution. I want to have one podcast out a month. I know I've said that, but I'm doing these update videos once a month. I figure I should be able to do a podcast once a month, once a month too. So we'll see what happens with that, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm not gonna just keep it like, okay, these people have to be on this episode or it's not happening. I'm just gonna do it once a month. So if certain people can't be there, just go forward anyway. There's gonna be tons, you know, 12 a year is a lot. Actually, I think it is. So, you know, if they don't get on that podcast, they'll be on the next one. If I don't get anybody together, it might just be me. I don't know how well that will work. I'll try my best to make it interesting, but I'm gonna have a podcast come hell or high water. Basically what I'm getting at. I'm gonna put it. So speaking of me on Twitter, New Year's resolution again, it's gonna be, I'm gonna tweet something a day. One thing a day, why not? Just put it on there. Updates, what I'm doing as far as like updates for videos and podcasts, all that kind of stuff. But also you can send your questions, comments, whatever you want us to talk about on the podcast to my Twitter account, and then I'll put it in the episode. Yeah, maybe I'll tweet just something video game related if there's no news about what I'm doing that day that's relevant, you know, something video gamey, or just something funny, or something that I think is funny anyway. Rue from 16-Bit Gems is always like, every time I see him at one of these events, he's just like, tweet something now, tweet something, so I don't know, and then I put something, he's like, You know, you're a funny guy in real life. It's too bad it doesn't come out through Twitter, and I'm like, aw. So, I don't know. I'm getting better. Twitter's a new thing for me and just trying it out. But once a day, I'm gonna tweet something. So if you wanna follow me, I'll be putting up stuff on there. So you can check updates without my once a month update, basically. If you wanna tweet something to me that you want in the podcast, just put something about the podcast in there, or like hashtag podcast, I don't know, something Twittery. Hashtag let's get podcast. LET''SGET exclamation point podcast. That's easy to remember. And by the way, the GET has to be all caps. Gotta put it, whatever, it doesn't matter. So the podcast we recorded this month should be out in January, as soon as possible. Try and get on that. I'm still working on my basement with my parents, so you know, they're nice enough to help me with that. So anytime they're free, I'm free working on the basement. So not a whole lot of time I can work on much of anything, but I haven't forgot about the licensed NES Zapper games videos, the part 2, 3, and 4 that I'm supposed to do. Didn't get them out this year, but you know, got the first one out, and they're just really long, and it's gonna take a lot to edit them. Tons of cuts, edits, that kind of stuff, you know. Haven't forgot about them, gonna put them. Put it. So speaking of my game room that I'm working on, I'm hoping to have that done, you know, by the end of first quarter 2013. So you know, in April, maybe in time for the anniversary of my first game room video, I'll have the complete one. So it's gonna be a 3-part thing. Obviously, I just put out last month the second part. I guess hopefully just in time for the anniversary is the goal. Just sometime in April is what I'm going for. So that's what's going on this month and what's going on coming up in the near future. Let's look back at the past and just look at it and just put it, I don't know, 2012, crazy year, did a bunch of stuff. Surprisingly, it was my most productive year so far, if you can believe that or not. There's no time, but I still made time to get some stuff done. So still, I'm divided among multiple projects in personal life and work and all that kind of stuff, so I do what I can. But I really hope that next year, I mean, I think this year, I'm feeling more optimistic about next year after how this year went. So I think that I'll be able to do more, hopefully, next year. We'll see, if there's time. There's no time. So this year I released a fair amount of content on my YouTube channel, 20 videos if you count this one, and then I did a bunch of stuff on Retroware. And I'm going to talk briefly about that now, and I'm gonna have that massive thing of links I was talking about. So check that out if you missed anything, or if you just want to review, man, what else, you know, what better thing to do before you watch the ball drop tonight? I mean, man, if you're watching this today or tonight, probably not, but if you are, you could do that. I don't know, just, you know, edit. So I got this, I had to create a list of what I did this year because I had no idea. But I released 20 videos on my YouTube channel, counting this one, like I said, 3 reviews, or 4 if you count my NES Zapper video, but 4 video game videos anyway. 2 videos about my game room, one of which was loosely about the Wii U launch, sorta, kinda. 10 update videos, including this one. The first video I released in January was part 1 of the Video Game Years 1977. That was our pilot episode, and I'll be uploading some more of those, like the full episode and some other ones on my channel, and some other Retroware stuff that I haven't put up yet, which I intended to but didn't get on, so they'll get on. You know, you can see all the Video Game Years videos from 1977 through 1980, well, part 3 now. So check that out, that's in the links below. I didn't want to just have it for every part. I just said, here's where you can go to look at all of them. So my first game review and first game quickie I've ever done was in March, and that was Icarus of Myths and Monsters on the Game Boy, technically, but on the Virtual Console on the 3DS. There we go. In May, I put out a game room video, part 1 of what will probably have been parts 1 through 3 by the time I'm done. At the end of May on RetrowareTV and early June on YouTube, Castlevania on Nintendo 64 video review. In August, I released 2 videos. I did back-to-back college videos because I kind of took the month off, if you remember that. And really, in between some of those months, I did some other stuff on Retroware, which ended up getting linked in later videos. And you can see from about, I don't know, mid-year to the end of the year, maybe even early in the year, I did update videos every month from starting on whatever month I started it on. In September, I did part 1 of 4, tentatively, I suppose at the time, my licensed NES Zapper games video. And people liked it, they want to see more. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna pet it, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna get happening and get done, but I've just been busy, and it's a big one. It's gonna take a while. So first few months, I'm hoping of this year I can get those knocked out. that would be good. October, I released my Halloween video, which was kind of a follow-up to my video I did in May, Castlevania on Nintendo 64. I did the follow-up for that, sequel, prequel, Legacy of Darkness review. November, I really started focusing on finishing up the basement. Of course, I had hernia surgery and I was sick all month, but I was still able to put out just like a quick, like informal video, me and Josh goofing off, update on the game room, sort of, and then Wii U launch, sort of. It was just for fun, but I don't know. Fun times. See the end. I did it. And then the other day you saw I put out the Retroware promo for MAGFest 2013. So hopefully you can go. Stop by and say hi. There's gonna be everybody over there. I'll be there too. Give us a hug. I don't know. So stop by Retroware. You know, there's gonna be like 15 of us or something. I don't remember. I'll be there. Say hi. There's other people you could say hi to. If you don't want to say hi to me, that's okay. But you know, it'll be awesome. It'll be a lot of fun. Peep it out if you can make it. If not, maybe next year. I want to go every year because it's fun. I enjoy it quite much. So that's just what I uploaded to my YouTube channel, and of course there's way more than what I talked about because it's all released on RetrowareTV. Just briefly, RetrowareTV the podcast, obviously the video game years, all of those. The Videocade commentaries. There's a Zelda documentary that Norm's working on, the trailer. You can check that out. I wrote an article for 1UP. There's some stuff, you know, I've talked about in previous videos. It's all down in the links. If you missed something, click a link. It will take you there. If it's broken, let me know. I'm gonna test them out, make sure they work. So yeah. So this is just my end of the month update video / end of the year wrap up video, and I really wanted to do like a best of 2012 thing. There's no time to do that. I gotta get this out today, and I've got other stuff going on. So everything is kind of in date order below. You'll see everything for the month, and then you'll see everything for the year, more or less in order, going from the top to the bottom to the most recent to right now. I've obviously committed to doing, you know, one update video a month, so that's what, you know, to expect going forward 2013, as long as everything goes okay. One podcast a month, trying really hard. One tweet a day. If you want to follow me on Twitter, goemon047. And just 2013, I'm gonna put it. And then I'll put it. All right, see you guys next year. What? Next year? It's tomorrow. This is awful. What am I doing? Time for this? There's no time. Why am I doing this?